And so John wants us to remember creation when he talks about light and darkness and what that means for our world. In fact, he goes on a little bit further in verse 9 to elaborate on what he means. He says this. He says, "The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world." And enlightens is the key word there. How exactly does Jesus, the light of the world, who is at the source of creation, enlighten us? Well, one way to look at it is that Jesus, when we're close to the source, illuminates us, where we can see ourselves more clearly. It's almost like Jesus shines a spotlight onto our soul and reveals who we truly are. When you are close to the source, it's like a light shines in you, where you can look in yourself and realize, this is who I am and this is who God created me to be. But when you're more distant from the source, when you're away from the light, it's like you're looking in a dark room, where you can maybe hazily make out some of the main things, but the details are fuzzy. Now, God says, when you are near to me and not distant, you can see yourself more clearly. In fact, this is point 3 that we'll make, our last point today. It says, when you are near to God, the light of life, you begin to see more clearly who you were made to be. And so the spiritual practice there is to invite God to illuminate your life so that you may see yourself more clearly. It's an invitation to say, God, come into me, because I want to know myself. I want to see myself how you see me. Illuminate me in that way, God. So to recap, thinking about how is Jesus like the light of the world, Jesus is breaking into our world, into our place of darkness, so look for places of the light. Jesus will lead you down this path that leads to life if you follow, and that Jesus will illuminate us so that we know ourselves and can see ourselves more clearly.